All right, how to make a bottle in Cinema 4D. So first thing, I'm gonna delete all these textures, or you know what I'll do? I'll duplicate this. And for this one, I'll just delete all these textures. So this is the blank one. So just to show you how this was made, if I type in NB, we can see the wireframe. I just took it into here and it already built it already. I just moved it up, put it on the shelf. I built the bottle and you all should know how to do that. So now we have this bottle. Let's go into Photoshop. And now right here is our original label. Not this one right here, right? So I downloaded this. This is a Hennessey label. What I did is I duplicated the label and I took a selection out of here. So I'll do that again. I'll delete all of this. So this is how I usually start off. I have one layer. Well, I'll just do it all from scratch. I have this layer come in and then I right click and then I go to duplicate layer. So I have two of them and I hide the first one. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go with this rectangular marquee tool. So this is gonna like cut out a selection for us, as you can see on the little video they have here. So what I'll do is I'll take this because I want a section of this color. I want to replace this with a different name. So I'll take this and I'll go right click and I'll do layer via copy. So now I'll hide this one. And now you can see on this, we have our, I'll just name this background color, right? Now, if we want to move this, we have this right here, our move tool, this first one, and we can move this around. So let me bring back the original. And because this layer is on top, that's why we can see what's going on. I mean, that's why it's over this. So what I'll do is I'll take this, I'll drag this down. Now you can see that this is a uniform scale. It's scaling it everywhere. Oh, I guess from whatever angle you're pulling from. And it's leaving like the opposite corner as like an anchor. So we can just do this. And then if I hold down shift, I can get the whole name. Hold down shift, get the whole name. Perfect. So if I want to put my own name here, see, part of that was this. Hold down shift. So a little piece of the letter up top, double click. Cool. Now I'll click on this because it's the top layer. And now I want to put some text there. So I'll go right here. I'll click on this and it gives me this box. And I'll click one time and it gives me some fake text. All right. So let me click on this. I'll move this right here. Let's give it some real text. So let's name this Hennessey 4D. All right. So named it Hennessey 4D. I'm selecting this. Now we have this character box over here. If you don't have the character box, just go to type, panels, and you'll have the character panel. See how it disappears? Panels, and it comes back. This was on another screen last time, so couldn't find it. So if you have two screens, look at the other screen. So I'll click right here behind the letter and I'll press down. And what that does is that scales this down for me. Then I'll move our move tool and I'll move it right here. Then I can also change this. And what I'm actually going to do is I'll put it on 100 because this is the way it's original, the way the font is supposed to be. And then if I go over here to the to the, so we can get the right terminology. Font size. We can increase this. And then this right here, should center the object. I mean, you don't have to usually use these. This is for like writing kind of, but this is fine. So we have this. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Perfect to me. Now we have the color. If I want to change the color, I just click right here and I can change the color to whatever I want. But since we already have these colors here, we have this eyedropper. So I can click on any of these colors. So you click on that, it disappears. Gold, any of these colors that we want. And I could choose this black. So it's all up to you what color you would like. So I'm just going to do this, make my own little custom color. Fine, that's perfect. Now, if I want to change anything else, so let's say I don't want this to say 175 liters. I want to say 3,000 liters, something like that, something ridiculous. All I gotta do is right click and go to duplicate layer. Now we have a copy of this background color. Now I just take this. If we hide everything else, let's hide the text. This is the new one. And so wherever this goes, and this is the old one. So it's showing the first one we placed and the second one. So let me bring back this. So I can place this wherever I want. So I can do 75 liters. Remember, if I hold down shift, I can make the box whatever I like. Shift. That looks good. Click over here on the letters. Let's do another one. So let's do 500. Take this. This 500. That font is very specific. So let me go here and press down. So I can get it to be around the right size. I don't know if we have this font here, but let's see if we do. Something similar. So it looks like it has a certain kind of style associated with it. Bradley brush. Sometimes you'll be able to find the right font, sometimes you won't. Chiller is okay. I might go with Chiller. Just gonna see if there's anything else that's got that same kind of look. This is okay as well. So 500 liters. Let me just make sure. All right, I can put it there, right there. And as always, I'm gonna hold down Alt and middle mouse button and scroll in. And then just to kind of see this. And it looks like is where you put your mouse, it zooms sort of. So I'm holding down Alt and doing this. Now I want to get this color that's right here. So I'll click on this, click on my eyedropper to try to get that same color. You notice when you click different areas of the letter, it'll give you, it's the same color generally, but different shades of it. Some are closer to the yellow because of this little gradient right here. It's going to be a little different. You can see down here, it's a little different too. So let's do this. Now I'm going to hold down Alt again. I'm going to press OK. hold on Alt, and I'm gonna scroll back. I think if you press, let me see, Control 0. If you press Control 0, it'll give you the whole screen back again. So now we have this is 500 liters. You know, something about it, it's not looking as faded. So I want to see something. If I go to layer, filter, let's go to blur, right? We'll convert to smart object. Click on this right here. And normal blur is at 100. I don't like the way it's doing that. And I'll do file and then do a redo. Just want to see if I can blur this up. Let's give it some noise maybe. What I'm trying to do is mess it up sort of to make it like this. Maybe even some opacity. We can go into this later to find out more ways how to blur stuff. I don't want to spend too much time on trying to blur this. Yeah, we're not going too much into this. Anyway, let's take this and now we'll save it. So we'll do file, save as, and let's save it as a PNG. Let's go to PNG and I'll do let's see 4D label. Okay, perfect. So now we're back in Cinema 4D. Let's make these textures. So to do that, I'm going to double click and I name this Hennessey 4D, probably spelled it wrong, whatever. I'll click on this and I'll go to the Hennessey 4D label I just made. Cool. I'll take this and two ways I can apply it. Since my object's already selected, I can right click on the object and click apply, Control Z, or I can just take it and drag it on. And we can see it's in the layer stack. I mean, in the layer editor right here. Now we're looking at it, it's distorted, it's all over the place. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on this right here, this texture tab. So mine's over here. If you're on the new Cinema 4D, it's right, it's to the right of the object and model mode tab. Should just look like checkered boxes. Go over here to UV mapping, go to cylindrical. So now we have this. Now we can move this up and down, right? It looks kind of crazy. So let's take off the tile right here. So we just have the one label, right? Now, if we go to length U, because remember U and V, U is horizontal, V is usually, well, actually, sometimes I'm not even sure, but I'll say V is vertical. But we could also get the same thing if we go like this, because our label wasn't that big. But you just got to mess with these two at the same time, and you'll figure out what is what. So if I have this right here, and I'll move this. Okay. So now we can place this label where we like, and then this will rotate it in the position we want. So I'll just keep it right here. and do this. And also what we can do is we can take our scale tool and also kind of mess with this, but I think it's better to use these controls right here. You just have a lot more control. All right, that looks good to me. It's kind of pixelated, and you know why? Because we have to double click on this, and we bring up this and go to viewport, texture preview size, and let's go to 2048. So now it's looking crisp. Perfect. Okay, so the Hennessey bottle is like brown or something like that. I already have a brown material right here. Let's just make a new one just for the sake of it. Double click it. Let's name this um bottle color, right? I'll go to color and what I could do, I could even color pick. Color pick. See, I just chose that color right there. Now who knows if that's real Hennessey color? We're faking it. Yeah. All right, let's do like that. Cool. Let's take it, place it on here. Now everything disappears. Why? Because these things need to be in order. So if I click this, or let's say I click this one and I drag to the right, now this is on top. Perfect. Now our Hennessy bottle had a gold kind of top to it. Oh no. So what we do is we go over to this gold wrapper texture and right click and let's do let's go to another one. I think I had another one set up. Let's try this one. So right click, I'll do save image as, and I'll do gold text. Lower this. I'll double click, make another material, and let's say gold texture, right? We'll go to the three dots. We got it. We'll add it in. Press yes. Cool, it's there. Nice. We'll take this and we'll drag it onto our cylinder. And we'll do the same thing. Click it, click on this texture, it's already enabled. We'll go to cylindrical. We'll click off of tile. We'll press T and we'll move it up. Let's get in that top. We can go right here. We can do the top if we want. It just depends if we're seeing the top or not. But then there's another way to do that top, and I'll show you in a moment. So this is what we have right here, and I can press T to scale, and I can make it smaller, bigger. But really, I just want to get it up there. So as long as I get it up there, click on it, cylindrical, and we can go to this right here. It's looking pretty good. Then we have this wrapper thing. 100 is fine. So I like the way it's looking. Cool. Now, as always, we have to double click because it's looking low resolution, viewport, 2048. This is just for viewport. When we render, it'll render crisp and clean. But this is looking very good if I don't say so myself. This is how you would apply a label. Now, if I wanted this top to be looking perfect, I can do this. I can copy this this texture right here. So I'll press Control, or I can press Control and click, and it will duplicate. Control Z, or I can go to Edit, and then I can go to copy. I should have to go to paste, and I can have another one. So this one should have a 1 on the end or something. Yeah, texture 1. texture. Let's type in top, right? Cool. So we'll take this and I'll drag it over here. Now this is just if you want to have a crisp top. And I'll click on UV mapping. It's right here. And we can go to flat maybe. Let's go to tile. I'll click on this one more time. Let's go to cubic. Oh, actually, we can do like this. I didn't even think about it. Let's take this away. So delete. Now let's just go to these faces right here. Oh, okay. Those faces already selected. And this is our top one. Let's just select this and put it right on the top. I'll press S to zoom in. Now we'll just click on it. We'll go to our UV texture tab and I'll go to, let's say cubic, right? So since I went to cubic, now it has this cube, just like before it had the cylinder. And if I move this around, we can see how it's moving. So this is just if you want it perfect. Like I said, it just depends on how you're going to see it. So now if I click on my object, you can see we have our bottle. And everything's wrapped. Now if I type in NA, we don't see the wireframe. And there we go. We have our bottle with the custom label using simple UVing tools. There you are. You're done. It's beautiful. All right.